Good morning, guys. Welcome back to the farm. It is our favorite day. Well, we have a lot of favorite days on the farm, but today is one of our favorite days. We are getting this chicken tractor ready. I've got the sides. We've got 2 nights coming up, supposed to be in the upper 30s. So I am going to put the sides on this chicken tractor. This is the first time using this one. We've got our other chicken tractor making its way around. That one we got from Northern Tool. These 3 we got from Walmart.com. They seem to be okay, except right here at these corners. This thing is stretched so tight, which, I mean, it makes it a nice tight top. It's going to keep the water off, but I am worried. I think this thing is going to get shredded this year, so a little worried about that, but I did figure out why it is going to happen, and it is right over here in the corner. Right there. I think that might be the problem. Anyway, we hope it's going to hold up at least 1 season. Let's go ahead and get the sides on this. The chickens are 4 weeks old and it is past due time for them to come out, but it's been cold at night and I did not want to lose them, so we kept them in the brooder. Today they're coming out. Let's get the sides on and we'll go grab the chickens. It's always good to have a supervisor on the job, making sure everything is done correctly. All right, guys, we've got our 3 sides wrapped with our tarp. We're just gonna go cut some pieces of wood that we can screw in and hold this tarp down tight so the wind is not gonna blow it to shreds. So getting closer and closer. Let's go get these boards cut and get this tarp secured. We do get asked a lot if these will get picked up by the wind and blown around. The answer is yes, and it has happened. But we do drill these holes in here, one on either corner, and then we have these metal rods that we will pound in, and that holds down the chicken tractors very well. All right, guys, feed and water is put in. We're gonna get some more pan feeders. I don't have that many right now, but we've got our 5-gallon waterer that will work good for now. We've just got the stars of the show left. Let's head over and start gathering up our 150 chicks and get them out here on this grass. All right, there's the first 20. We're gonna try and get 20 in this other cage as well, and we'll get them out to pasture. I guess it's not a cage, it's our plastic tote. So see, maybe not 20 in this one, it's not quite as big. See how many we can get. We just went with 15 in this one. Let's get them out of these plastic tubs and out onto the grass. All right, we've got the first 35 of our second batch of 150 out here. And They're not really sure what to do, but we enjoy it, they enjoy it. Not gonna talk too long about these guys, but love having their fertilizer on our grass instead of in a brooder. So they'll figure out the water over there. We do have one more pan water right here. We won't show you getting the rest of them. We've got probably, what I say, the 35. We've probably got at least another 110, 115 left to get out here. Once we get them all out, we'll come back and talk about these, and we'll go check out our older group that has been out on grass for a couple weeks now. Alrighty, got them all out. Tell you what, them chickens that are raised in factories, that's got to be pretty disgusting inside. Those brooders get really gross when they're this old. Like I said, we had to keep them in a little longer. I didn't want to lose them because of cold weather. But we've got probably 140 some chicks in here. And they're already exploring and finding everything. Let me take this camera stand out of here. I did lose count after a while. All you see is heads and red combs, and you lose count of what you got. So I do have to build some more feeders. I'm going to build some more trough feeders like we have in the other coop. But I am sure these guys are in shock and awe of being outside in the light, in the grass, finding some water. So that's a good thing. What are you doing? Not sure what this world is here, huh? Yeah. But second batch of Cornish on the grass, and excited to see what our yard is going to look like next spring as we go across over here. I'm sure it's hard to tell on the camera, but the amount of green and lush grass we have on that side compared to this side is amazing. That side over there is where we ran the birds last year. So we are gonna lay down a nice load of manure this year on this side of the yard, and it is gonna be real nice. So anyway, chickens are out of the brooder, hallelujah. So we're gonna get some more waters. I'm gonna bring their waters that were in the brooder out here, so there is some more watering spaces for them. We don't want the birds to get stressed out. Obviously, they don't look too stressed out here, being able to get out here and enjoy this. So, gonna be 1 or 2 more cold nights. I'm gonna lay down some hay when it's those cold nights. The most death we have when it's really cold is when they all huddle up and some get suffocated. So, we'll lay down some hay. That keeps their bottom bellies warm, and they don't tend to huddle up as much as they do. But we've got all the tarps on here. That should help with the drafts, and they should be fine. So, it's almost feed time. We are gonna go show you how easy it is. We get a lot of questions. Are these really heavy to move? We showed you how we stake them down. I'm gonna show you with this one. We won't move these guys today since it's basically dinner time and they're on this spot. We'll move them in the morning, but we will move this chicken tractor. I'm gonna show you guys how easy it is to move those and how those chickens do when we move them. You might be quite surprised. So anyway, guys, we'll check back at feed time, see how they're doing. All right, guys, it is feed time. Here are the almost 8-week-old Cornish. They are all looking good, starting to look nice and big the way we want them to look. We've got the feeders and waters out over here, and so now this is actually the hardest move because I've got to kind of turn and start heading back up the property, which is good because butcher is next week. So we'll get them closer to the area where they're going to be processed, but I'm going to hand this off to Jamie and kind of show you how we move it. And normally when we're just going straight, it's a little easier, but this will be a little more difficult, but really not that easy to move. All right, guys, so not so bad as we head uphill. It's a little bit tougher to pull, but not bad at all. So we got these guys fed and watered. Couple days they will be in the freezer. This was our first batch of 150. I think we have around 125, 130 left, which is a lot more loss than you'd want, but this time of year when it was a little colder, that tends to happen. So we got them this early so we'd be ready for our market. Our market is starting this weekend, and we will be glad to have freezers full of chicken to feed our family and to feed other local families. So glad to have the other ones out. I'm glad these ones are heading back up towards our processing station. They have done really well out here. Let's go back and see what they put down here. We moved them this morning when we fed them from that spot there. Moved them here this afternoon, and you can see they have laid down quite a layer. So that is why this grass over here is so green compared to where those ones up there are. Last year we ran all of our birds on this side, and it's hard to tell on camera, but it is really nice over here on this side. So we're expecting that to happen on the other side of the property as well. We appreciate you guys following along. If you haven't checked us out on Instagram and Facebook, head on over there and check us out. And as always, make the change.